All right, guys, welcome back to Screen Zen. I'm Jason, and 2023 came in and left just as quickly as Grace Jabari chasing Jonathan Majors. Now, it's 2024. What movies are we going to get? It's starting to look like the year of the sequels. Now, I have a top 10 list I'm going to give you. Let's get right into it, starting at number 10. Number 10 on my list, Mufasa, The Lion King. Now, no one really asked for this. They said that they were going to be doing this, and what I'm curious about is his origins. Guys, you know me, if you watch my videos, you know that origin stories, if they're done right, I absolutely love it. But based on Disney and their live action, most are miss. Very few hits, and I want to see where this one falls. Again, I hope they do a great job with this. You cannot mess up the Lion King name, brand, whatever you want to call it, okay? But we might see a young Mufasa here, you know, getting into his kingship. We might actually see who his father is, and all that just kind of brings curiosity to me. So this is definitely on my radar. I'm gonna be taking the kids to this, and now I wonder if it's going to also be a musical. So from all the Lion Kings we've gotten, there was some form of music, so I don't see how this one's going to be any different. I just hope they get with some good artists and make some new original songs. I have a feeling that Lin-Manuel Miranda is going to be in it. Skibbity dibbity dibbity dibbity, but that's for another time. All right, guys, number 9 on my list, Twisters. Now, this one is a sequel to Twister that came out in the 90s, and I like that movie. If you saw my shorts, you actually see a scene from, I believe it's F6 or F5, the category of hurricane or tornado that they were facing. So this is a sequel to that. I'm just curious, although I think I know that it's dealing with global warming or climate change, and that's why we're getting so many twisters and hurricanes. How are they going to actually stop nature? That's the big question. In the first one, they really weren't able to stop any of them. They were really trying to do research on them. But now this one looks like it's going to be a major catastrophe event, and I'm there for it, and I want to see how the sequel, and even if some characters are coming back that we know and love. So guys, moving on to number 8, Dune Part 2. Guys, I'm a big fan of Dune, even the David Lynch movie, which was actually the reason why I was so excited for the new remake of it. And that was just amazing. It was grander in scale and scope, and I just want to continue this story and see a lot more. Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Javier Bardem, everyone is just killing it in Dune. Cannot wait for the sequel. All right, number 7, The Book of Clarence. Now, this is coming out soon, but coming from the director of The Harder They Fall and just the stacked cast that they have in this, I just have to see this. So I love The Harder They Fall, and I'm looking forward to seeing what James Samuel, the director, has in store for us this time. The taking of the religious text, and Clarence being someone who is trying to be like Jesus, and I believe he's actually a con man that changes his ways. So the trailer was dope. There's so many people in here. Omar Sky from Lupin, Lakeith Stanfield, Alfre Woodard, I mean, David Oyelowo, Michael Ward. We have RC Tyler. Like, come on, guys. Like, this is going to be amazing. Even James McAvoy's in it. I cannot wait for this. And Jay-Z's producing it? Come on. Like, the music, the director, the actors, everything seeming to come together in a perfect storm for the Book of Clarence. All right, coming in at number 7, guys, number 7 is Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. And this is just one of those nostalgic movies. And this is what I wanted from Eddie Murphy for like 20 years. At some point, he stopped doing his raunchy comedies, his adult comedies for children's movies. And I think that was a career change that not hurt him, but I wanted him to get back into his Golden Child bag, you know, Beverly Hills Cop bag, Switching Places, even like comedies like that. My only concern with this is that it's been so long since he's done a movie like this. to where I'm curious to see how it will stack up. Just like with certain movies that came out last year, Good Burger, having such an iconic film or character coming out so late, that concerns me. It's not going to be the same. I know probably what they were thinking. They already have a trilogy on the books. Why go ahead and make a fourth one? He probably wanted to be done with that and move on to his next project. I get it. He's back in his bag, and I want to see the job that Eddie Murphy does, if he'll continue with this trend of his older movies and characters that we know and love. All right, coming in at number 5, we have Wicked Part 1. Guys, this one is a musical. The reason why this is so high on my list, when I was getting into college, I remember listening to the Broadway CD. I was so curious about the world of Wizard of Oz from the perspective of the Wicked Witch and how everything was kind of different and she was lied on, right? So I read some of the book. That book was a little hard to get through, but I saw the Broadway. So this is a live action Wicked, and I can just imagine all the colors, the brightness, getting back into the Oz world on the big screen again, from where we saw it only in the Judy Garland movie and even The Wiz, but never, I don't believe ever seeing that world on the big screen. And the fact that I know this musical well, I like the music, just give it to me live action, do it right. I believe some of the original Broadway cast will be reprising their roles in this, and that's going to be a special treat in itself. Number 4, Sister Act 3. Now, this is going, I remember watching Sister Act 1 and 2 over and over and over again at my aunt's house. Absolutely love the music, the uplifting tone of the film, and especially number 2, where they kind of took it into the 90s hip-hop with the students and trying to get them motivated and believing in themselves. Guys, I just want to know what number 3 is going to actually do, what they're going to be facing. So just sheer curiosity, and I'm glad that Whoopi Goldberg is back in the habit. All right, starting the top 3, we have Joker, Folie à Deux. Wow, so a sequel to Joker. What more can I say? What more do you need? I mean, and we get a Harley Quinn in this, played by Lady Gaga. I'm just excited to get back into this otherworld story where it focuses on one of the characters from DC that I truly love, the Joker. And he's a complicated person, and in this one they didn't shy away from that complication, they leaned into it. So now that we're getting a sequel, we're getting more. Wow, I don't know the story or maybe even the messages that they're going to try to expand on, but this has been one ever since last year where we got little teasers and pictures. I just need to see this. Wow. All right, number 2 is the untitled Karate Kid movie. Guys, this is going to be featuring Ralph Macchio, who was the original Karate Kid in the 80s, featuring Jackie Chan, who played Mr. Han with Jaden's Karate Kid. They're merging the two together. This is a Karate Kid verse, I guess, but I have to see this movie as a martial arts fan and as just a Jackie Chan fan. I need to see this. Who knows? If they do this right, we could get Jackie Chan a proper Oscar. I know he has an honorary Oscar, which he completely fully deserves, but something tells me that they're trying to make this movie very, very special. And I'm curious to see any cameos we might get. Maybe Hilary Swank reprising her role as the next Karate Kid. We have yet to see her in Cobra Kai. I'm actually thinking we're gonna see her in the next season, but I'm not holding my breath. But this is one of those, you have to be there to see it, and you don't want to miss this. If you are a martial arts fan, Karate Kid fan, just a fan of Jackie Chan, Ralph Macchio, whatever in general, gotta see this one. And finally, guys, we're here at number 1, and that is, for me, Deadpool 3. This movie looks amazing. Not just the fact that it's Deadpool, we have Hugh Jackman reprising his role as Wolverine. It's gonna be a multiverse where we're getting the old X-Men, maybe some of the new First Class, some other Fox properties that we haven't seen in so long actually coming in and battling. What? But then also it has something a little bit further than just the movie. Apparently this is going to be MCU canon, and with Phase 4 falling flat on its face, I think that this is needed, and I want to see the direction that the MCU is going, especially using characters like Deadpool, and hopefully this is the turning of a new leaf for Disney, for Marvel. I need to see this. I need to see what's coming next, because a lot is actually hinging on this one for me. Guys, thank you so much just for hanging out with me, my top 10 list. Down below, leave your most anticipated movie, and if there's anything on this list that you thought should be higher, maybe a little bit lower, let me know. Let's talk. Guys, as always, I have more videos here, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.